Hello friends, welcome back, and if you are new to our channel, thank you for stopping by. Today I am here with a very easy pattern, and it is in the multiple of 8. So I have taken 16 stitches plus 2, that is for stitching. So the 2 stitches in the end are the edge stitch, so let us start off with our first row. Now starting off the first row with a knit, that is the edge stitch. As it is the first row, I am doing a knit for the edge stitch. After that, yarn forward, I am going to do a purl. From here the pattern starts. P1, then 3 number of knit. 1, 2 and 3. Now again yarn forward, purl 1, yarn backwards, knit 3, 1, 2 and 3. So this is our first set of pattern. If we leave the edge stitch out, we have 8 stitches in our needle. So now let us repeat. Purl 1, yarn backwards, knit 3. Now again purl 1 and then yarn backwards. We are going to knit 3 times. That's the second and this is the third. Now the edge stitch is just going to be a knit. Now I would like to tell you one thing. Always when we are on the right side, the edge stitch is always going to be a knit. Now let us start off with our second row. Now the edge stitch I have just slipped out. Sorry, I'm going out of the frame, and then I do a knit. Then we do 5 number of purl. Now that's done. Yarn backwards, I do a knit, yarn forward, I'm going to do a purl. So our first set of pattern is done. Now I'm going to repeat the same process again. I've already done knit 1, then I do 5 number of purl. That's the third, this is the fourth, this is the fifth. Now yarn backwards, I do a knit, yarn forward, a purl, and the edge stitch is also going to be a purl as we are working on the wrong side. So our second row is complete. Move on to the third row. The edge stitch is slipped out. Then I am going to work 2 number of knit, yarn forward, I do 1 purl, then I yarn backwards, I work 3 number of knit, 1, 2, and this is the third one. Yarn forward, I do a purl, yarn backwards, I do a knit. Yes. So now we are going to repeat the same thing in the other side. So now let's start the repeat. K2 I have already done, P1, then again 3 number of knit, 1, 2 and 3. Yarn forward, 1 purl, yarn backwards, a knit, and the edge stitch is going to be a knit. So our third row is complete. Let's start with our fourth row. The first stitch is slipped out or the edge stitch. Then I am going to work 2 number of purl, 1 and 2. Then yarn backwards, a knit, yarn forward, I work a purl, yarn backwards, I do a knit, yarn forward, 3 number of purl, 1, 2 and 3. So now we have 8 stitches plus 1 the edge stitch, that is 9. Now we are going to repeat again. Purl 2 I have already done, knit 1, then again purl 1, yarn backwards, I do a knit, yarn forward, I work 3 number of purl, 1, 2 and 3, and the edge stitch is also going to be a purl. So my 4 row pattern is done, although it is not showing properly, but it looks wonderful. I am going to repeat the pattern again. Let's repeat again the pattern. The edge stitch is slipped out, then I did a purl, then I'm going to do 3 number of knit, that's the third knit, yarn forward, I work a purl, yarn backwards, 3 number of knit, This I am repeating the pattern, that is I am starting off with the first row again. Now yarn forward, let us repeat again. Purl 1, knit 3, 1 2 3, yarn forward, again I work a purl, yarn backwards, 3 number of knit, 1 2 and 3, and the edge stitch is going to be a knit. So that's our first row. Moving on to the second row, the first stitch is slipped out. After that, yarn backwards, I am going to work a knit. Yarn forward, I am going to work 5 number of purl, 1 2 3 4 and 5. Yarn backwards, I work a knit. Yarn forward, a purl. So now I am going to repeat the same pattern again. I knit 1, yarn forward, I work 5 number of purl, 3, that's the 4th, that's the 5th, and now this is, after completing that I do knit 1, then again purl 1, and the edge stitch is going to be a purl. So round 2 is complete. See, the pattern is showing. Moving on to the third row, I slip 1 stitch out, then I do 2 number of knit, then yarn forward, I purl 1, yarn backwards, I am going to work 3 number of knit, 1 2 and that's the third one. Now again purl 1 and knit 1. Now we are going to repeat the same thing. Now again knit 2, then I am going to do 1 purl, yarn backwards, 3 number of knit, 1 2 and 3, yarn forward, I work a purl, yarn backwards, I work a knit. Now the edge stitch is also going to be a knit. So our third row is complete. Now moving on to our final row, the edge stitch is slipped out, then I'll be working 2 number of purl, 1 and 2, yarn backwards, a knit, yarn forward, I do a purl, then again yarn backwards, a knit, and yarn forward, I'm going to work 3 number of purl, that's the third one. So now again I'm going to repeat by doing 2 number of purl, then I do a knit, then yarn forward, I work a purl, yarn backwards, a knit, yarn forward, 3 number of purl, 1 2 and 3. The edge stitch is going to be a purl as well. Now this beautiful pattern can be used for cardigans, sweaters, mufflers, caps, stoles. You can also use it for baby blankets, and it is beginners friendly as well. So friends, if you have found the video useful, do not forget to share, subscribe and comment. Do hit the like button if you have found the video interesting. If you are new to our channel, do take a moment to subscribe and stay tuned for more of interesting videos. So till we meet again, it is bye-bye from all of us here at Plants, Crochet, Cooking and more. Bye-bye.